Hi everybody. Good to be here. As you can see, I'm cheering for Edmonton every day. And I want to talk a little bit about the future of sport. A lot of it crosses over so much of what you've heard already. Basically, it's going to start with this. The future of sports is really dreams can come true. And human animals, so much different than every other thing on earth, we have dreams. And you've heard some of them earlier. And the sports fans have dreams, huge dreams. And they live and die with those dreams, and they reach out for them. They need them to come true. All of us, in many ways, have the same challenges. We have a vision, we have a dream, we follow that dream, and we work as hard as we can to deliver it. But in sports, you know, it's narrower, it's a much narrower field, so you're working on the dream, your dream, the big dream. To get started with, you know, sport's not the cure for what ails you. For most of us, it's a cure for boredom. And it doesn't solve all the problems on earth. In many cases, it starts its own by creating great debates. But the four strong winds that I talk about here, if you look at research in North America, priorities of North Americans would have four almost similar priorities: health, work and sustainability for me personally, safety and security, and social, the social attributes of human life. And we're pack animals, the tribe, as you might say. And we work at this planet together, and uniquely in our top four priorities is our ability to gather in groups and to spend time together dialoguing, either face-to-face or, as you know, in other ways. Sports have always been, sorry, I touched the wrong button there, always been a social lubricant. And creating tribal identities, the Edmonton tribe, the Alberta tribe, the Western tribe, the Harry Ainley High School tribe. And then there's athletic participation, the Warriors, people who participate in the game, if you will. Whether it's like my sons are vicious gamers who play video games with the world, 20, 30, 40, 70 people at one time doing something together from around the planet, or the Edmonton Eskimos. It's a participation level that gathers all new. My mother's 92 years old. Her game is to walk for an hour with her dog. And she's pretty good at it. Attending competitions, and that's the watching, the caring, the listening, the following, all that part of it has been important for a long, long time. And then talking about it, of course, embedded in social events. You know, the Grey Cup was here in Edmonton. Was that a sporting event or was it a community event? I don't know. I couldn't tell. A few thousand people went to watch the game at Commonwealth Stadium. A few thousand people went to watch the Heritage Classic at Commonwealth Stadium as well, and you go, was that? But there were all these people downtown doing things. Was that sports or community? The gathering. And the last part, sports has become media. It has become the headline for a lot of things, the Journal included. You look at the front page of the paper every day, there'll be some headline, some thing, Tiger did this, Taylor did that, Taylor didn't do this. It's important. Fans live for dreams, right? And the folks you're looking at here, whether it's the Roman gladiator, the dream of not dying in the Roman Colosseum in the field of competition, living beyond one wrestling match with another person, or Wayne Gretzky or Tiger Woods or whatever, Usain Bolt or Ronaldo. But if you look deeper, you see Ronaldo, a Portuguese kid from the streets of Portugal. One day at 12 years old, somebody says, this kid's good. And they lift him and play, and before you know it, he's on the Portuguese national team, the best player in the world, and people from all over the planet are watching him. Today, Tiger's a big star somewhere in Pittsburgh, in Pennsylvania. But these fans have big dreams, and they follow these dreams, and they live them every day. And I'm a fan of my son, who's a hockey referee, and I can't tell you how many times I've had my fans' dreams broken by the people around me telling me that my son's not a really good guy. Winning is a really interesting thing. It's become more and more valuable than ever. How do you monetize sport? How do you convert it into sustainability? I used to be in the ski business. The skier there has got a helmet that was invented for racing, skis that were invented for racing, and a complete outfit. Fans, participants, they see themselves living in this parallel universe in their Nike sneakers, their tailor-made golf gear, and so on and so forth. I live on a street in Edmonton where a lot of cyclists go by. And I watch the cyclists, and from time to time, I know a few of them, they go by on $20,000 bicycles in $1,500 spandex outfits. And I don't know who they think they are because I'm not a cyclist fan, but they only take it out on Saturday, it looks like to me. And so that winning is for the fan a mental thing. It's a mental and the living the fantasy. And the valuable side is, is it the Boston Pizza sign there in the back? How did winning actually happen? But it's become tremendously important in the other parallel universe, business, politics, and sport. For us, the obsession with winning has exploded sport dynamics. From nutrition, Gatorade, fruit drinks. Dr. Talbot was here just an hour and a bit ago talking about what happens in a healthy community. Us acting in healthy ways, participating or trying to be a sportsman, like my mother at 92, walking an hour every day is good for her health. Seems to be working. So the monetization has got golf clubs that work for us. The heads are just bigger, and so you don't miss the ball. The sneakers that Usain Bolt ran, the fastest man on the planet, you can buy at a sports shop in your community, and many of you do. You buy very similar ones. They look the same, but they're not on Usain's feet, they're on your feet. And in most cases, you're walking that extra distance for your own pleasure, but you go, gee, these are comfy. Walking is a good thing. I'll keep it up, maybe even jog. Tomorrow I'm running in the prostate cancer 5K. Running's a stretch. But I'm wearing shoes that look like Usain Bolt wore, and I'm proud to wear them. So getting it to the common person, you, me, and others, is all part of sport continuing to fulfill that parallel fantasy. Most fans believe that there is this formula for success in sport. If I was taller, if I was thinner, if I could run the first 40 meters at this speed, if I could do this or that or the other thing. A new part of sport has become analytics. Analytics is out there, as I said in the earlier part, breaking sport down into bytes so that those bytes, big data can be collected and big data can be reformulated by algorithms and brought to the science of what's the solution. Pages and pages of sports and blogs and analytics, just like Todd Hirsch talking about the monetary world, sports people are breaking down every day what they think the solution is for success in sport, whether it's baseball, hockey, or just track and field. For instance, they've invented a new suit that in car racing, so that the drivers in car racing at F1 are transmitting body metrics back to Honda. And those body metrics are being collected. That's a little over the top. But the idea of wearing a suit looks like a Nike activity badge, or what is on your iPad or your iPhone in iHealth. Counts your steps every day, counts your nutrition consumption, and lets you know once or twice or 1,000 times a day whether you're on track. The Holy Grail cocktail looks like this if you break it down. Big data fed into the machine and broken up in ways that suit you, your body type, your lifestyle, your consumption rate, where you live and what you do. And sure, it suits Usain Bolt. Yes, it works for F1 drivers and Tiger Woods. but it works for you too. And your interest in your personal health is going to be more driven by you than ever before. It's less and less by the system, more and more by what you do about it. Your nutrition, what did you eat today? How many cigarettes did you have this month? How far did you exercise or put into your health? This is going to flow out of the elite system into the personal system, and it does every day. Over-the-counter nutrition. The space for nutrition bars at the Max Milk store is pushing high sugar, high energy products off the shelves. Why? Because you like it. You like it, and it makes you feel good. Read the back, though, I would tell you, and read how many calories you're consuming before you buy the brand. Social media takes the fans to the middle of the sport challenge, right in the middle, connected and understanding. It will for you too. There are sites for personal athletes, and there are obviously sites for sports, organized sports. This little machine here can feed you and collect all that you need to either understand the game, the rules, what's going on, to be plugged in from the bench, from the players, from the coaches, from other fans, from people who don't like sport and have something to debate about it. On and on, the blogospheres continue, and players have more and more to say every day. It increases the fan experience, and it gives people more ways to become fans. Cut, slice, dice, this way, that way. No different than any other segment. Maybe sports drives it more. Today, I was talking about the suit. I watched video of swimmers in the pool with the suit on. And all the sensors in the suit provide feedback to some collection space where the data is analyzed for you and your exercise. Are you achieving anything during your exercise? And for the elite swimmer, is he comparing himself with, or she, with other athletes who have competed in the 100 meters in that discipline? And over time, repeat, repeat, repeat. The suit is transmitting that via Wi-Fi to a computer that's analyzing the data and sending it not only to the cruncher, it's sending it back to the athlete to stimulate locations in the leg, telling the athlete, pick it up, use your arms more, by body indicator, and so almost training like a whistle, do this, do that, do this, do that, stimulating thought patterns that are followed and repeated and repeated and repeated. And so that the athlete is, getting the ultimate in coaching. Who demands that, the athlete or the coach? Hard to tell. But for you and me, I see that Nike lifestyle band, and I see what's on my iPad and my iPhone in iHealth, and I say the technology is very paralleled. It's about me and what I'm doing, right? So I see that as a complete growth and a parallel with common sports. It gives people more way. What's a true fan? Somebody who cares. And there's going to be more fans of healthcare than the spin-off of sports, not healthcare, but health, the spin-off of sports than ever before, ever. And that's the really exciting part. And as it goes, more fans every day. Facebook, 1.6 billion users on the planet today. The percentage of sports consumption in Facebook continues to grow. Facebook's there for a reason. I met with some Facebook people who were in the design of that product so many years ago, but I met with them and they were talking about it was the perfect solution for a planet that wants to connect, a planet that's dying to connect, that's not limited by language, that's not limited by geography, and in this case, almost technology is limitless, so that the planet can connect and debate on so many things. And so sport, the London Olympics, most recent, the largest traffic of discussion by humans on the planet of any event prior to it. The largest discussed event on the planet, London Olympics. People watched an hour of the Olympics and then entertained themselves with up to 7 hours average of discussion online and in social media about how it went, what was important. These are significant, this amount of dialogue with other human beings, and it creates the doors and the windows for those discussions. Karsten Research estimates there's 1.1 billion soccer fans on the planet. 659 million, not 200, 659 million this week declare themselves as Manchester United followers. That may be the largest country, 659 million. The soccer family on the planet at 1.6 billion is approaching the population of China. If they start to think alike and act alike through the medium of soccer, it's a very interesting geopolitical design, isn't it? Very interesting. And Manchester United may be one of the fourth largest country on the planet. Very interesting. For the Oilers, quickly, we have about 600,000 in our social media group. And of all the people that follow us on Facebook, the people that follow them total 32 million. Our Facebook following is the largest media gathering in the province, and our Twitter following is the largest in the province. That, too, is interesting. It's bigger than Red Deer, the population of the Oiler fan group. Isn't that interesting? And it's not so much about the Oilers, but it is a lot about what people want to do in groups together and what sports means to them. And we're taking that every day and trying to understand what it means to us and what it might mean to the future of sports. But in conclusion, sports have never been more rampant. There's never been more people interested. There's never been more people use their PDA to understand it and collect it and dissect it and relate to it and engage themselves in what's going on. And so I don't know what happens with the new arena if everybody just watches sports on their PDA after all that. Thanks for having me. Have a great day. Cheers.